Hello, Gravy Timothy's, and welcome back to more Focus to Z. To this day, a lot of people still ask what exactly is a Gravy Timothy, and realistically, we're still trying to figure that out. But search deep inside your heart, and you know it to be true. But welcome back to the fun little series we are doing on this channel where we look at all the focus trees nobody does in Hearts of Iron 4 because they suck. And unsurprisingly, a game that came out in 2016 has varying degrees of content and quality assurance from the DLCs that have variously come out, has a lot of suck in it. And speaking of suck, it's time to zuck the suck. Alright, if you're a real OG fan of Hoi 4, you'd know back in the day, Mao Zedong did not have all of this hair. He just got back from Turkey though, and look at it. It's luscious. I'm sure he's got plenty of veneers under there too. But back in the day, they just used to have the, let's say a bit more of an older portrait of Mao, and he didn't look this dashing. Now, unsurprisingly, Waking the Tiger added a whole bunch of stuff to China. A lot of it I don't have too much of a problem with. Obviously, as we saw with China, there wasn't actually too much to really do. But thankfully, the gods over at Paradox have blessed me with a crumb of content for this series today because we have 3 paths to choose from. Well, I don't really have 3 paths to choose one. I only have one path to choose from, and it is it's the worst one. It's this one over here. You see, the 3 choices we have over here, we have social democracy, which is objectively one of the easiest ones to go, as you can do a rival government and just overtake all of China with a few clicks of a button. Then you have agrarian socialism, which is the historical Maoist path, and then you have this. So the 3 paths that you actually get to choose from here kind of have their own little gimmick. Obviously, social democracy, you do it kind of diplomatically. Middle one, you do it historically. And then on the left side, you kind of hope the Soviets can do it for you. Now, we're not going to go down there just yet. First off, we want to go ahead and exploit the weak neighbors we have so we can get a bit more land before the Japanese come and slap our booty. Okay, so we're just going to go over here and justify on Zubidi Sanma. We're going to manually do Shanzi, which we should get in 100 days or so right now, and then we'll turn around immediately and get the Zubidi Shanma. But I really don't think this path is going to be any different than any other China path. Well, communist China path. I say that now, every time I say that, things go terribly wrong. Other than the normal China game we just did a few days ago, where things went terribly wrong in the right direction every time somehow. Okay, but the goal today is just uniting China. I don't want to go on the long Wang Jingwei's wild ride to the North Americas. Alright, Shanzi has been justified. We're going to go ahead, take them out, and like I said, we're just going to move straight into the Zubidi Shanma. And I've probably said this 400,000 times on this channel, but the easiest way to win this war is simply just to pin all their units and then just send one unit around them and take all the VPs. Pretty simple. Okay, 1 down already, and we're looking pretty chunky. I'll see, another thing we could do as well is just immediately get a justification on Xinjiang, because these are cores we're justifying on, so the war goal will stick around forever anyway, and then once we're done with the Zubidi Shanma, we can go over there. Also just spamming out as many units as we can, just so that we can snake around a lot more easy. It doesn't matter if they're strong or not, boys. Someone in this unit gets a rifle, we're just not sure who. Well, they just capitulated way quicker than they usually do. Don't see me complaining about that. So far, things are going really well. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to take down Xinjiang and call it there for our conquests. Now that I'm thinking about it, being able to invite foreign investors while our unclosed economy, what exactly are you investing in? Oh, and literally as I capitulated Xinjiang, everybody's looting the army. Okay, old chap, somebody teach me what the hell this thing is. We're going down our focus tree now, and we have replaced Mao with Wang Ming. I'm not too sure if I'm going to join the Comintern just yet, or if I'll do the National Government of National Defense first, because I'm kind of worried about China joining the Allies. That is something that can happen, but maybe I should just declare on them now, actually. Okay, we got the justification. I don't think I've ever done it like this before, so we're going to see how this works out. I'm going to wait until I get invited into the Comintern here, and then maybe Stalin will just send the horde down here to make it easier. They did join. Okay, that's good. Are they going to immediately just start bringing troops over here or not? Yep, here they come. Okay, here's hoping this somehow goes to a plan, not the plan, but hopefully a plan. My god, he actually just got a naval invasion, and I think it was the tank that landed first. In comparison, that second invasion you just did didn't go too well, but maybe you shouldn't have send the cavalry in. All right, that took a little longer than I wanted it to, but we have capitulated them, and I'm gonna go for all the cheap stuff first and hope that the Soviets give me their war score too, which actually isn't a lot looking at it. Okay, that's not bad. The Soviets did give me a whole bunch of land, and I obviously get a bit cheaper because I have cores on it. So the Japanese only managed to get the coast here, which is completely manageable, I hope. Okay, next up, we have done one China already, so we should have war goals on these guys, and I'm going to go in before they manage to join anyone's faction, hopefully. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do a precautionary save just in case they do join a faction. Oh, and that they might do because Japan is also justifying. I'm going to have to go in right now. Oh, okay. We are taking out Yunnan, and Japan has decided my free trial is up. It's okay, though. It's 1941. I've got the Soviets on my side. I'm sure nothing bad's about to happen to them that would stop them helping me. Okay, I literally don't even have enough to garrison ports, so it's gonna be interesting. And look, the Germans just started justifying on the Soviets, and those Soviet divisions seem to be leaving. Guys, where are you going? To be fair, Japan also just declared on the Philippines, so maybe we got a little bit of breathing room here. I just need a little bit more time just to spam out a few more units. If you don't spend all your time, like mid-late game, just buying all of Sweden's equipment, you're playing Hoi 4 wrong at this point, unless you don't have the DLC where, you're playing this game wrong. Stalin just keeps desperately trying to call me in. I don't think he's dealing with this too well. Japan doesn't seem like they're gonna go in, just gonna quickly deal with a little side issue. I don't know what you're on about. That part of me was always me. Alright, that time again, will we get lucky and win the lottery 2 games in a row? Oh, no, they're too brave today. They said no, which it's going to lead to something else. Okay, here come the Japanese. They declared on me after I did the provoke them decision, which also according to the Germans, which means, well, I should probably go help. They lost Moscow. At some point, though, just not right now. I also reckon this will probably go a lot better if I don't call the Soviets in right now. It might actually lead to their capitulation. Pretty sure provoking them was the best way to go about this, because they had nothing on the front line. I'm just sweeping through them right now. Okay, we have pushed the Japanese now out of Asia for the most part, and all it cost me was, everything. And now comes the little bit of the sketchy part here, where we now get into Japan. Right, though all those guns were proud to serve the revolution, just like these paratroopers would be proud to serve the revolution. They're not coming back. I'm saying, if you guys are lucky, I've ran out of things to shoot at you with, or else this would have been over a while ago. Okay, there you go. Siam capitulated. That's good. Now we just need to figure out this. We're not even going to pretend that this is going to be in any way a functioning plan. I'm not expecting a lot of these boys to come home. Okay, trickiest part about paradropping Japan is they usually always have air, and because of the way the air zones work, you can never really get supremacy that easy, even if you outnumber them from Korea over here, because, you know, it's so damn big. On top of that, the only reason they even have their air up is because the Americans specifically are bombing them. Oh yeah, I should probably also move the capital at some point. I think I have to be at peace to do it. Our capital is still over here in the mountains of Yunnan. I've really upped the range on my fighters, so you can see when they get fully equipped, we can get the majority of Japan in there. But at the moment, yeah, it's looking a bit rough. News is we fixed our equipment deficit, so I'm just gonna whack everything now onto fighters. Only problem with that actually is I can't get any aluminum minimums because I can't trade overseas. The Japanese are raiding me, and I was trading with the Axis, but they joined in with the Japanese, even though the Japanese declared on me, so I don't know how they got them in. The Allies are getting a few landings off now though, so that's good. Hopefully my ally can hold out a little longer. What is going on with your... Oh wait, actually I forgot. You can click this button now and see what's going on with your allies. If you can't tell, my ally, well, they've got a lot of armored cars. Okay, we are very, very slowly knocking the Japanese out. We're not knocking them out the air. In fact, they just had 2,000 fighters. It's going to take a while. I mean, my planes are better in every regard. They just have so much more, but I am outproducing them, so eventually we should... hopefully be in Japan soon. I also finally went off service by requirement. Don't think I really need this 48 million manpower. Soviets are in on Japan now, and luckily it looks like they got that covered. Otherwise it would be very awkward if they got landed in Vladivostok there. Although I don't think they would have capitulated, because they do own Stalingrad still somehow. And yep, unsurprisingly, casualties as usual, not looking too nice. We got a landing. All right, once again, paratrooper tech absolutely insane with that org debuff. As soon as I landed, they were just folded, and these are, I think there's only like 3 paratroopers in here. Look at that. There you go. Nothing says good and stable invasion of an island than 0 convoys. So yeah, good thing I got them right there. Okay, Japanese are done. Got to make sure I get everything I can here, and then I suppose I should go help my so-called ally. Right, there you go. Not bad at all. We've got a bit of a Northwest Japan thing going on here, and then also British Japan. Let's not question it. Oh wait, this isn't even British Japan. We've got American Japan, then just Japan, and then Communist China Japan. I think we know who's the winner here. I love how I still have the option down here to launch the communist uprising in the reorganized nationalist China. They don't exist. I think it's a bit too late. Go see if we can shave the Soviets here. And I think the first thing we should do is just build them a ton of airports so that we can just cast them over here and push, because I think there's probably not a lot of fight left in the Germans. I mean, I could also probably help the... Oh, I don't need to help the Soviets with their stockpile. They've magically fixed it, bar a few things. They still have all the armored cars. I just want it to be known that this was, in fact, the Chinese that saved the day here and nobody else. Just don't look at the fan that Turkey. It was me. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be too much of a race for Berlin in this universe. Unless the Chinese somehow managed to dart their way over. I think we're heading for more of like a Fallout universe where China's more the leading figure in communism, and Stalin's just kind of playing with his little Hot Wheels armored cars in his bedroom. I just realized Turkey's actually got a justification. They've gone that far into their focus tree that they could at any moment they could turn this whole thing upside down. Look at that though. Those seasoned veteran Chinese troops just there. There is nothing stopping them right now. Oh, nothing but the oil situation. I should probably buy some. You know, I had this whole elaborate plan where I was just going to build a ton of light tanks and just roll over the Germans, but the Mountaineers, well, they got the job done easy. Okay, so it's a little bit complicated on who owns what over here, but it appears everyone's taking a slice. Just gonna hope someone else can deal with that, and I'm just gonna focus on capitulating the main guys over here. And speaking of which, there goes the Germans. Who else are we waiting for? Vichy France. Come on, guys. No way. Do I... A little bit early for Communist China to be meddling in African affairs, but the early bird catches the worm. And I actually have 365 points, which is impressive considering I was in that war for a matter of seconds. I don't particularly really want to take anything. I guess I could take this. Oh, you know, while I'm also here, I will steal the Tirpitz and the Blucher. It survived this one. It must have skipped that Norwegian torpedo. Also good to see the Italians. They got pretty unique with their naming scheme here. Hey, you got the Corazzata 1, 2, 3. I'm missing a 4. I mean, obviously, I gotta take them all. Well, there you go. That was my reward for saving the Soviet. Well, Dan, obviously, my mighty Corazzata 1, 2, 3, 4 fleet. Oh, wait, I also have the Marco Polo. Look, he's come back. All right, well, that wasn't bad at all. I mean, I did kind of enjoy the path we did. I don't usually do Communist China like that, and declaring on the Japanese did actually work out quite well, because I'm pretty sure, obviously with our cause, both the Soviets and I think even the Japanese might give us land. Well, not so much the Japanese maybe, but I didn't check too much. Sorry. I've just finally hit the button. So yeah, I definitely don't think it's too bad. I prefer the other one still. Obviously, social democracy is the easiest one if you just want to take over all of China with a few clicks of a button. Agrarian socialism is also pretty good for the LARP of it. You don't really get too much in terms of bonuses that are really any different at all in any of the trees. It's just a matter of what type of historical flavor you would like. Would you like the Mao Zedong flavor or Wang Ming? Hey, they're all pretty good, but this has been Focus to Z. Pretty actual good game. I actually like the borders we ended up here with. You know, I gotta say, it is nice to do a bit of map painting here and there. Of course, it would have been nicer if there wasn't 2 other Japans, but you know, you can't win them all. Oh, and of course, our People's Republic of Chinese Africa over here. Don't worry, we're liberating. Just take out this loan and let me build a few buildings in you. But alas, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe down below, and follow along by hitting the subscribe button so that you can keep up to date with more Focus to Z, because there's plenty. There's also a playlist too, full of all the episodes already, which you can go click and watch. But yeah, goodbye.